Seahawks, the defending NFC champs, in St. Louis. Little divisional battle to start things off. And Tyler Lockett, was he good? Above average, great in the return game of the preseason. Why are you kicking to this guy, DJ?
Well, when you have 15 yards between the returner and the cover unit, that's not good. And when you're kicking it to Tyler Lockett, it's doubly not good, LeVar.
Yeah, and it's also the amount of hang time. You always know you got to put as much hang time on that ball as you possibly can. Tyler catches the ball in full speed ahead mode. He hit his turbo button, and they weren't ready for that.
First Seahawks punt return TD since our pal Nate Burleson did it in 2007.
Nice.
All right, but the Rams are coming back with an explosive player of their own. It's Tavon Austin. We've been waiting for this, haven't we, DJ?
Tavon Austin used creatively. I know Rams fans are happy to see that, as am I.
16 yards on the handoff from Foles. We're tied at 7, third quarter. Rams ball down 13-10. Nick Foles, play action. He's got Jared Cook all alone inside the 30-yard gain.
That is a nice ball. I tell you what. We haven't seen what's taking place in Philly yet, but it looks as though the Rams may have got their man.
And Nick Foles doing it himself on the very next play with a first and goal into the end zone, the 1-yard touchdown run. Rams on top, 17-13. This one went back and forth for a while here. Next possession, Tavon Austin kind of liked the looks of that Tyler Lockett return and says, let me get a piece of this.
Again, you've got guys this electric. You can't let them receive the ball and not be within 15 to 20 yards. They're too fast. They get up the steam, and you have no shot. Look at all that room and the wall set up on the side there. And then he has another
Tiptoe down the sidelines, too.
Tiptoe down the sideline, gets a nice little block right here. And then steps through a tackle and maintains his balance.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
It's amazing how special teams have continued to play a part in the outcomes of these games between these two teams.
75-yard touchdown. Yeah, it's been a theme, right, LeVar, the last couple of years, last couple of matchups. Rams on top 24-13 with that TD. Fourth quarter, same score here. Russell Wilson absorbing the blitz, finds Jimmy Graham. 7 yards for the score. Seahawks down 24-19. Graham 6 catches, 51 yards. Seahawks go for 2. Marshawn Lynch gets it, so we're down a field goal. Now tied. 2 Rams possessions later. Foles stripped by Kerry Williams. This is like the trifecta.
This is the 3 S's: the sack, the strip, and the score.
Scoop and score.
And the
4 S's. It's a quad.
Scoop and score.
Quad S.
Yes. Kerry Williams, the new Seahawk, puts the Seahawks up 31-24.
That's good, Kerry Williams. That's
right.
Good,
you ready for the not so good? It's coming here in just a second. Next Rams possession, 3rd and 5.
Oh, no.
There it is.
That's
Nick Foles.
Bad, Kerry Williams.
Lance Kendricks, wide open.
And that was to tie the game. Well, to put them down by 1 point.
Deion Bailey, though, fell down there as well. Regulation, we'd in, tied at 31. So why not try the onside kick? Explain to me the benefits of the onside kick here.
Well, you get if your defense holds them to only a field goal, you're still going to get a possession on offense.
Right.
You get the ball, you go down and score, game's over.
As you've eliminated their possession.
Look, Pete Carroll's never afraid to make a bold move, that's for sure.
You know, to me, that says I don't trust my defense, but that's just one man's opinion.
So the Rams with the ball, good field position, and Foles drops one.
I think they trust the defense so much, he knows that worst you're going to get a field
I guess you
goal.
could look at it either way there. So Stedman Bailey in the 22-yard catch there in between Richard Sherman and Earl Thomas set up Greg Zerline.
31
we still
points,
call him
DJ.
Legatron anymore?
I like Greg the Leg, but Legatron was a nickname.
That was one of them, right? 37-yard field goal, Rams up 34-31. Because it's the field goal, Seahawks get a shot. 4th and 1. They do not try the slant to pocket. Instead, they do run it with Marshawn Lynch here, and he is stuffed by Michael Brockers and Aaron Donald. Yeah, and that is ball game.
That's tough. When you're Marshawn Lynch and both feet come to a dead stop, it's tough to get that cranked up again.
That Rams defensive line was having their way all game today. Give them a ton of credit.
Guys, the Rams won 3 of their last 4 home games against the Seahawks. 34-31, the final. Russell Wilson throws the ball 41 times in this game. 32 of 41, 251, and a touchdown. Nick Foles, a touchdown as well through the air. Redskins here in Week 2, welcoming the Rams to FedEx Field. Nick Foles and the Rams coming off a big win in Week 1 over the Seahawks. Kirk Cousins looking to rebound from last week's loss against the Dolphins. Good way to do it. Hand it off here. There's Alfred.
That really is Alfred.
35 yards down to the 37-yard line.
Boy, does he have a counterpart back there with him now. Huh?
And here it is, Matt Jones. 2 plays later, He'll take it the distance from the 39 into the end zone to put the Redskins on top 7-0.
Just a nice run. If they can continue to run the ball that way and take that pressure off of Kirk Cousins' arms,
Redskins offensive line better than the Rams defensive line. We all knew that, though.
Wait, what?
Right? Yeah. They were today.
Second quarter, more Matt Jones.
That's just hogwash.
Give him 25 yards down to the Rams 23. 6 plays later, 3rd and goal. Cousins to Pierre Garçon. No Deshaun Jackson, still dealing with that hamstring injury, but Garçon into the end zone for a 4-yard score. Redskins up 17-0 at this point. Now up 17-3. Matt Jones, another handoff. Oh, but he's going to cough this one up. Hang on to that ball, young man.
And this is what happened in week 1. They actually did well against that Miami front, too. But some way, somehow, they started turning the ball over, let the game get away in the second half.
So Rams defense comes up with the play, giving it back to Nick Foles in the offense. A couple plays later, Kenny Britt.
The referee wanted to get him some in this. They didn't show it, but, he tried to tackle Kenny Britt after a little bit of taunting.
40-yard score for Britt, and the Rams climbing back in, now down 7. Here's Kirk Cousins. Over the middle to Jordan Reed. Big gain from the Redskins tight end. 29 yards.
The Redskins have been looking for this from Jordan Reed.
Well, tell you what,
healthy,
Kirk Cousins,
right?
give Kirk Cousins some credit today, too. He was almost flawless. Only 4 incompletions, 23 to 27.
5 plays later, it's Matt Jones. Again, into the end zone, second TD of the game. The rookie out of Florida, 123 on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Those are Alfred Morris-type numbers. Ravens trying to avoid going 0-4 as they head into Pittsburgh on a short week. All right, let's catch you up here with the Steelers here from week 3. A little fire.
Little pyrotechnician mishap there.
Yeah, so this game delayed just some 26 minutes because of the excitement there in the player intros.
They needed that delay. Maybe a little bit. Maybe the whole entire. Maybe they needed to cancel the game.
Ouch. Todd Gurley, though, didn't want to wait any longer. He's making his NFL debut after being out with an injury. So is Le'Veon Bell making his season debut. And Bell would make an immediate impact. Here's Ben Roethlisberger. With Bell split out wide, got it. 10 yards.
Yeah, the run after the catch ability is just like an extra wide receiver when you split him out wide.
9 plays later. Yeah, this is a big-time drive for the Steelers to start here. And he's got Bell again, gain of 20 on 3rd and 5.
It's just a matchup nightmare. What are you going to do? You're going to throw a linebacker out there. You've got no choice. You've got Laurinaitis in coverage. That's not going to end well.
Steelers, though, would have to settle for a field goal. They go up 3-0. That field goal was good, by the way. Here you go. Next Steelers possession. Still up 3-0. Bell, this time on the ground, up the middle, 19.
That's what makes them special.
This Rams, remember when the Rams beat the Seahawks? Everybody got all excited, and then the Redskins ran the ball down their throat, and then here come the Steelers.
And Bell.
We made the statement about the Miami defense. This might be the most disappointing defense so far of the year. And listen, there was defense being played this game, but still, they look a little disappointing to me.
All right, so Le'Veon Bell had the touchdown. Steelers were up 9-0. Now trailing 9-3, had the Todd Gurley run, 6 for 9 yards, 1 catch for 5 yards. So rough start here for Gurley. Ensuing Steelers possession here, Roethlisberger sacked by Mark Barron, and this is the injury. That's not supposed to happen to the left knee. As Barron forced to go low there on Roethlisberger, and the knee kind of bends awkwardly. And even worse, as Roethlisberger then helped onto the cart. And clearly in some pain and
Brett, you're the son of a former trainer. It looks like MCL to me. I'm calling MCL.
Well,
I'm hoping for it.
The Steelers certainly hoping it's not ACL, because that would most likely mean the end of the season. So in comes Michael Vick. Yes. Signed during the preseason after Bruce Gronkowski went down, and he connects with Le'Veon Bell for 20. Fourth quarter, same drive. Vick sacked by Robert Quinn. Loss of 8, Quinn fumbles, although it is recovered by Bell.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a problem because Michael Vick, feeling pressure, securing the football, 2 problems for him in the past.
Steelers with punt. 4 possessions later. Rams ball, Foles deep to Lance Kendricks, but it's picked off. Will Allen got it, returns it to the Rams 31. That leads to a Steelers field goal. So it's 12-6. Next Rams possession, 4th and 6. Foles looking for Kenny Britt.
You're seeing a struggling offense in St. Louis. That's why I'm sitting here saying, listen, it's a low-scoring game, but your defense has to create turnovers. They got to get sacks. They got to get interceptions. They got to put Nick Foles in this offense in a better place to score, in better position to score, DJ.
So this was a huge play in the game. It was initially ruled a completion here to Kenny Britt for 7 yards. Would have given the Rams a first down. Instead, it was reviewed and overturned. Britt's arm hits the ground. Ball moves. So therefore, it's an incomplete pass. Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers win, but Roethlisberger loses, of course, with the injury, off and leaving St. Louis on crutches. He is now heading back to Pittsburgh for an MRI. Should know more in the next 24 hours on the status of Ben Roethlisberger, who goes 20 for 24 in the limited action after leaving early. And Le'Veon Bell, 19 rushes on the ground, 62 yards and a touchdown. Steelers win it 12.
Ugly score.
The day for the Chargers.
The goalkeeper get a job as a kicker.
What about we'll discuss that on game day final. What about the Rams and the unbeaten Cardinals? Todd Gurley had a huge day. Carson Palmer did not. He's looking for John Brown, but that's Janoris Jenkins with the INT. This defense was fantastic.
Yeah, they had one step. Now, the ball was a little bit underthrown, but Janoris Jenkins, he wins it up there, nice and tall. Look at it. Against the helmet.
And the Rams were up 10-9 at the break. Third quarter, Palmer looking for Larry Fitzgerald, who had 5 touchdown receptions in the last 2 games and 7 grabs on this day. But look at the knock by Rodney McLeod. It's recovered by the Rams.
Things happen when you get to the ball.
So ensuing possession, Nick Foles, Stedman Bailey.
Look at that.
And the
Sleep on that. Sleep on that.
Rams are up by 8. On to the 4th. Their lead has been trimmed down to 2. Todd Gurley, though, finally we saw what he's all about.
And this is why you drafted this kid so high with a bum knee, a torn ACL. You see the explosion, the physical nature that he runs with. This guy's going to be a star.
19 carries for a $146 on this day, and Teron Matthew trying to get at him, but they just couldn't stop him on this day. How about Foles?
Tavon.
That's pretty to Tavon Austin for his second touchdown.
Under duress, it's a full blitz, and Nick Foles stands in there, takes the hit, and throws the touchdown.
But the Cardinals, they're not done yet. Palmer looking for Fitzgerald, one of his 7 grabs on the day for 99 yards. That's a gain of 14. 2 plays later, Palmer to David Johnson, who really set the tone of this game by fumbling the opening kickoff. But here he tries to make amends. The 23-yard score.
Mismatch.
Yeah. The rookie from Kurt Warner's school, Northern Iowa, is going to be a good player.
They're down just 2. But here comes St. Louis, needing a first down. Foles, Kenny Britt, nope. Great coverage by Patrick Peterson.
21 reasons.
So the Rams have to punt. Cardinals get it back. Palmer to Jerron Brown and incomplete on 3rd and short.
Catch the ball.
So now 4th and 2. He looks for the rookie, David Johnson, and it's too high.
All right.
So the Rams, they already knocked off the Seahawks, and now they knocked the Cardinals from the ranks of the unbeaten as well.
Head coach Marvin Lewis talking about the confidence of his quarterback, Andy Dalton, as the Bengals now 5-0, knocking off the Seahawks 27-24. Now up to Green Bay. Not sure anybody has more confidence than Aaron Rodgers does playing at Lambeau Field. Hasn't thrown a pick there since 2012. Hasn't lost there in a full game since 2012. And taking on the Rams today. Nice little scramble.
Makes a little run there. Seeing what the defense is giving them and taking it.
And 3rd and 6, somebody forgot to cover Ty Montgomery.
Yeah, a little coverage bust there, and Aaron Rodgers will find you when you make a major boo-boo like that one.
31-yard score from Rodgers to Montgomery, the rookie out of Stanford, and the Packers are up 7-0. Nick Foles and the Rams trying to find the equalizer, and, well, we're showing you this play because Nick Foles absolutely crushed on this play. High load. Like Clay Matthews.
Clay I said, we saw C.O. Moore get a flag last week doing that. You got to be careful with the crown of your head.
All right, we'll flashback here. Week 13. This is 2012. The last time Aaron Rodgers was intercepted.
Why are you showing that, Rhett?
Well, a little foreshadowing, a little flashback, and well, here's Here's why we showed you. Because James Laurinaitis, off a deflection, diving, picks off Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau. The streak is over. It is over. 586 consecutive passing attempts at Lambeau Field without an interception.
Did he just do the whip?
I know he kept the football.
Yeah. Well, Nick Foles is going to get into the interception act as well. Here, 2 Rams possessions later. He looked like he was the intended receiver.
Yeah, no, that was an easy one for the rookie out of Miami, Ohio. Look, he's a former basketball player. He's got great ball skills, but that was what you call layup. We're going to stick with the basketball theme.
And the Packers go up 14-0. Boy, hard to come back at Lambeau when you're down 14 to start this thing. But Todd Gurley doing his best here, goes for 11 in the second quarter. 8 plays later, 2nd and 4 for Foles. Down around the 5-yard line. How about a little flip to Tavon Austin?
Find every way possible to get Tavon Austin.
I mean, where has this been for the last few years? Well, I think I know the answer, but they've done a nice job this year.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns last 2 weeks for Tavon.
What's that, Red?
Do we have another Aaron Rodgers interception, Lamar?
Interception alert.
Tremaine Johnson able to come up with this one, also making a really nice play on this ball.
This is what's so amazing about this streak, though, is look at how those tip ball. Oh, by the way, big injury right here.
Yeah, Chris Long goes down. It looked like he kind of caught a leg to the knee. Kind of walk off on his own power. But that a tough loss there for that Rams defensive line. All right, let's go third quarter now. Packers up 14-10. So the Rams very much in this thing when Aaron Rodgers finds James Jones. Look at it go. Turn it on the Jets. And just getting the goal line. Referees initially ruled him down at the 1. But upon further review, that's a touchdown.
Yep.
Had that third leg drill right there. Had the hand down,
How about it?
propelling himself into the end
That's in
zone.
slow motion. Can you imagine full speed?
21-10 Pack. When Aaron Rodgers gets strip sacked here.
This is what we wanted to see out of this St. Louis Rams defense front and their pass rushing ability.
Yeah.
That's Greg Williams' forte, is being able to get to a quarterback.
Marcus Joyner picks it up. Rams take over. Fourth quarter now. Same score, Rams ball.
There he is.
Gurley breaking one off again. This time he goes for 55. Guys, 30 carries for the rookie, 159 yards.
Like what I've seen so far. He's going to give them an identity on offense.
And 4 plays later, 3rd and goal, Foles.
He better.
Kendricks.
Oh, look.
He better, because if it's up to Foles' arm,
This game, look, the Rams' running game and their defense showed up. Passing game let them down today.
Yeah, still very much in it at that point when Foles was picked off by Clinton Dix. Foles goes 11 for 30 with 4 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers had 2 of them.
Give that Packers defense the credit that they're due. 10 points. They've been playing some inspired football. Doesn't always show. We're always talking about what they're doing on offense.
This is a very balanced. This is a balanced team. Their offense did not have a good day today.
Job of doing that today.
All right, guys, let's head to St. Louis here. Browns and Rams. Todd Gurley coming off 2 straight 100-yard games. Josh McCown and the Browns trying to get things going after losing on a field goal last week. Well, this isn't going to help. McCown looking for Taylor Gabriel and had it, but gets it punched out by Janoris Jenkins. Rodney McLeod.
As a quarterback, I think when you make those type of passes, when you know your guy is going to get hit before he's able to get himself ready, I think that they should do a drill during the week where the quarterback has to deal with getting hit before you know you're going to get hit, so that they can understand the pain of that. And they won't do it again.
So the Rams up 7-0 on the defensive touchdown, and Josh McCown here going down. It's Akeem Ayers going to recover this fumble here. William Hayes strips it.
That's a lot of speed coming off the edge. Mitchell Schwartz, the right tackle, just didn't kick out far enough.
Rams' 20th sack of the season. Fumble and the recovery would lead to a Greg Zuerlein 39-yard field goal. Rams up 10-0 early on. Second quarter now, Browns ball. Still down 10. 3rd and 2 here from McCown. Scrambling. Scrambles out of bounds. All the way to the wall, kind of runs into the wall.
Like a Washington Redskins.
That's Gus Farad.
Gus Farad.
Yeah. But a little slippage. Yeah, it's concrete right there.
Oh, no. In front of the cheerleader, nonetheless. That could embarrass you.
I think you kind of hurt the elbow, too, a little bit.
It hurt your pride a little bit as well.
Goodness. Led to a Travis Coons field goal.
This guy right here,
This is what we saw earlier in the season, though. Tavon Austin using him together with Todd Gurley. You fake the pitch, just get a little bit of hesitation at that second level, then watch number 30 do his thing.
And I'll tell you what, the receivers blocked so well. Kenny Britt, Tavon Austin, they blocked downfield very well for Gurley all game long. Yeah, excuse me.
So you had a 14-yard pickup there. You had the completion to Jared Cook, but Dante Whitner forces a fumble. It's recovered by Jordan Poyer, so the Browns get a big play from the defense. They take over their own 16. We'll fast forward now to the third quarter. Rams leading 10-6. Gurley up to his old tricks. 48-yard gain here as he showcases a little bit of that speed, getting out in some open space.
They've become a more physical group up front, and you touched on it, LeVar, the blocking of the wide receivers right there. That's what helps spring Gurley down the field.
He's so explosive.
Although that big run would go for naught as Greg Zuerlein missed the 35-yard field goal. Rams still up 10-6, though. Next Browns possession, McCown looking for Gary Barnidge. Got him. Tips it to himself, in fact. And it's a 28-yard gain.
If you're waiting for Gary Barnidge to slow down, it's not happening.
100 yards.
There you go.
No touchdowns, though, DJ.
What
Browns,
a grab.
again, though, can't convert on the drive. They'd have to punt, and the Rams would take advantage. Gurley all the way down deep in the end zone, 1 yard from the 1 yard line into the end zone.
You know, Melvin Gordon was my guy coming out of college, but Todd Gurley is trying to change my mind.
Yeah, first NFL touchdown, in fact, for Todd Gurley, as the Rams go up 17-6. Fourth quarter now, a couple of possessions later here. McCown over the middle to Travis Benjamin. Hit hard by T.J. McDonald. Fumbles, and look at Nick Fairley hustling downfield to pick that ball up, and the Rams recover at their own 44.
Good things happen when you chase the football, even if you're a down lineman, work your way back to the ball, and the ball kind of falls right to Nick Fairley. Great effort.
Look at that swarming defense. They're having a great time out there. You know, it's a mistake by Benjamin, but that defense was, as you mentioned, they were swarming to the ball.
And that Rams offense feeding off the defense here. Todd Gurley. Let's make it his second career NFL touchdown.
This is not a bad defense that Todd Gurley is running through like a warm knife and hot butter.
Right.
He's making them look bad.
128 yards for Gurley. Here the Rams defense again coming up big. Sacked and stripped is McCown. It's William Hayes again, and again it's recovered by Eugene Sims. Rams take over on their own 33. Take another look here. McCown's arm hit like as he was about to throw, then falls on his right arm. So McCown injuring his shoulder on the play, and in comes Johnny Manziel. A little too late for some Manziel magic. But on 4th and 6, he's going to slide short of the first down. And that says it all. That says it all right there, right? Mike Pettin. A little frustration and disgust, perhaps, on his face there as his guys fall 24-6 to the Rams in St. Louis. Browns fall to 2-5. Rams improved to 3-3, thanks in large part to Todd Gurley going for 128 and 2 touchdowns. All right, as we get you set here, 49ers and Rams, I want to welcome in all of you watching that Jets-Raiders game. We are now at the half with the Raiders on top 21-6. The 49ers actually on top here, 3-0 in the first quarter. Check out Reggie Bush fielding the punt, going backwards,
going the wrong
trying
way.
to turn the corner. He does, and look, in a lot of these dome stadiums that have the artificial turf, you see the turf, and then you have concrete. We saw Josh McCown run into the wall last week because he was trying to tiptoe on the concrete. Here, Reggie Bush.
I get they have concrete. There's got to be something they could put over that.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? The 49ers would lose Reggie Bush for the day on that play. And here, it looks like they're going to have Carlos Hyde caught in the end zone. Mike Davis, rather, caught in the end zone for
3-2 ball game.
Safety. Yeah, so 3-2 ball game here. Second
Until
quarter.
now.
Todd Gurley.
If 3-2 is a baseball score, Willie, that's a home run.
Exactly. You know what I love? I love the way they took their time with bringing him back, though. They didn't rush him. They brought him in, eased him into the lineup, and this is the result.
71 yards, untouched. Todd Gurley for the score. His third touchdown of his young career here. Rams on top 10-3 after a 2-point conversion. 2 possessions later. Rams. Here's Foles.
Get in there, big fella.
Jared Cook. 49-yard gain.
And this 49ers defense was known for their tackling a few years ago. We're not seeing that anymore.
And from the 3-yard line, how about a little Tavon Austin around the right side?
Speed kills, getting to the edge. Great effort by Tavon Austin.
Wretches out to get the pylon. Rams extend the lead 20-6. That's the score at the half. Still the score here in the third quarter. When Benny Cunningham takes the handoff here, fumbles, picked up by Ahmad Brooks. He goes back for a 41-yard touchdown, but hang on. Ahmad Brooks, who scores the touchdown, gets called for the face mask of Benny
Whenever
Cunningham.
you see a player look back, yeah, you know something was committed.
Is that me?
Yeah, right here.
There it is.
There it is right there.
Ahmad Brooks didn't force the fumble, but did pick it up, partly because he, face
Or
mask.
throw the hands up. That's another sign.
That led to a blocked Greg Zuerlein field goal, so that 49ers defense came up big there. Not here, though.
This kid is explosive. And finally, DJ, we talked about this. They're finding ways to get the ball into his hands. Doesn't have to be bombs and down the field. Just get the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
The new offensive coordinator in St. Louis paying dividends.
Foles to Tavon Austin. Quick 66-yard score. Good go.
He's an angle buster, man. You think you got angle on him, you better think again.
Rams extend their lead 27-6. Austin, 4 catches, 98 yards, 1 touchdown on the day. And, 1 receiving, 1 rushing as well. And DJ, Todd Gurley, over 100 yards again. Just proving that he has quickly become one of the better backs in the NFL. Adrian Peterson and the Vikings, Todd Gurley and the Rams going from TCF Bank Stadium up there in Minneapolis. So here's AD saying, all right, young fella, I see what you've been doing, but I've been doing it a whole lot longer.
He's got his legs back under him. Dangerous running back right now.
He goes in to make it 10-0 Vikings, but back comes Gurley and the Rams as he would not be denied on this play. That's some toughness on the ball.
Anthony Barr timed his jump perfectly. Number 55 going to meet him right up here in the hole.
I think he stopped, right?
But got to get him on the ground.
Some good balance there. Powerful runner.
So Gurley gets the Rams on the board. 10-7. Now 15-10 Rams. Bridgewater, 3rd and 2. Nobody home in the middle, so he takes it.
Keep in mind, Bridgewater was coming out of that pocket and running.
Yep. All right, so they got the 2-point conversion on there as well, so it's 18-15 Vikings. Back with the ball here.
He decided to do it again right here.
2nd and 1. Sliding, going down. Look at LaMarcus Joyner, who comes in, and Teddy is out.
He is really asleep.
Teddy is out. Mike Zimmer is off the sideline. His quarterback is down, would have to leave the game, did not return after being evaluated for a concussion. Marcus Joyner flagged on the play.
Oh, he's going to get some mail for that one, too.
So here comes Todd Gurley and the Rams.
Look at that. Look at that. He was rumbling and wrong network, so.
Gurley within a yard of the first down with under 2 minutes to play. Greg Zuerlein from 48 yards out, and he missed it.
It wasn't far enough away for Greg.
Why?
He wants to back it up a little bit.
Right, after already having hit a 61-yarder.
Greg shoots free throw lines from the three-point line. That's where he shoots his free throws from.
So Sean Hill in at quarterback for the Vikings, and he's going to go down here on an attempted boot. So they have to punt it back to the Rams. Rams get another shot. Nick Foles, complete. Jared Cook into Vikings territory. Tick-tock, tick-tock. 17 seconds now, 4th and 10. On comes Zuerlein for redemption from 53. As you said, DJ, just
back
to
him
be a
up.
little further out. Money.
That wasn't the furthest field goal he hit today. 61-yarder.
Legatron good from 53 to send this thing into overtime. So Mike Zimmer without his quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater. Nick Foles here for the Rams. They get the ball first, and
where are you throwing it,
looking
Nick?
for Stedman Bailey, and nobody home.
A lot of that today.
Rams have to punt it. Give it back to Sean Hill. The Vikings on 3rd and 1. Adrian Peterson.
Oh!
3rd and 1.
He got
and
him
more.
down, but that's vintage Adrian Peterson right there.
So let's bring in Blair Walsh from 40 yards out for the win.
What is it, Rhett?
Good.
It's good.
Walsh fired up as his Vikings move to 6.
I love it when kickers get all fired up when they make
we
field
saw
goals.
Justin Tucker a week ago. Feel pretty good about himself.
So awesome.
That was a quick handshake there from Mike Zimmer to Jeff Fisher.
Off to St. Louis here, Bears and Rams. Wes Welker active for the Rams after being signed earlier this week. Nick Foles going to find his running back, Todd Gurley, in open field. That's a tough matchup for anybody.
He was a track star in high school. Guess what he did, LeVar?
Hurdles. He got
Pretty good
that back
form on
foot
that
up.
too, right?
He had some good form.
All right, Gurley, 31-yard catch there. 4 plays later, he's going to finish it off in the end zone. 6-yard TD, 7-play, 80-yard drive to kick off the scoring. Rams on top 7-0. But the Bears fighting back. Jay Cutler to
Zach Miller.
You remember him from a week ago. Miller just outrunning everybody. How about 87 yards later, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, Jay Cutler's thankful for those yards, but that was all Zach Miller.
Called Yak.
And then look at Alshon Jeffrey downfield. Nice block of Janoris Jenkins.
You've got 2 guys leaving their feet to tackle a tight end. Not the best effort there.
No.
So with that touchdown, we're tied at 7. Next Rams possession, 3rd and 7. Foles, you know who that is? Wes Welker. Is it like a rule for all the Rams receivers? You gotta have a number in the teens. Kenny Britt,
10,
Tavon,
11.
Yeah, there's number
most
19.
Most of
Wes
their
Welker.
80 numbers are probably going into retirement soon.
Yeah, Bruce, Holt, you're right. Rams will kick a field goal there. Second quarter. How about Jeremy Langford picking up 11? 6 plays
How
later.
about Jay Cutler?
How about Zach Miller? Where did he come from?
I don't know.
Been in the league for
who
nearly a
used him
decade.
on their
For a long
fantasy
time.
team?
2 touchdowns on the day for Miller's. Cutler's on fire
Langford.
in the first half.
Is Matt Forte sitting there feeling a little bit of pressure right now?
Well, I guess, I tell you what, Matt Forte is a free agent, and Ryan Pace might be saying so long after the production here from his rookie running back out of Michigan State, Jeremy Langford.
A nice job, too, scheming that up. You know that front's going to come after you, set up a screen beautifully. Their wide receivers blocked their butts off today.
Big play. Look at Jeff Fisher trying to get the crew fired up here.
Well, that's when you know it's bad.
Jeff Fisher, former Bear, so you know this one means something to him.
Yeah.
24-10, Bears on top. Big plays for the Bears, and there's the Rams' big play guy, Tavon Austin, as he has a completion called back on a holding penalty in Greg Robinson. Take another look. Robinson just kind of
Mistakes will
hanging
kill you.
on for dear life. Tavon's like, come on, man, let's go. Next Rams possession, Foles to Brian Quick. Gain of 37. There's an 80 number for a Rams wide receiver. Tackled at the Bears 23, led to a field goal. Bears still up, though, 24-13, fourth quarter. Desperation starting to set in for the Rams. Down 27-13, 4th and 7. Johnny Hecker faking the punt, and, well, the Rams' special team mystique seems to have been wearing off a bit.
Bears are finding themselves.
Fake punt
it would
unsuccessful. Bears would kick a field goal off the turnover. They led 30-13, 4th and 6. Again here, Foles looking for Brian Quick, broken up by Super Bowl hero.
You do know what that
back in
meant
the day,
right there.
Tracy
I mean,
Porter.
he was locking him up. Like, he was
That's what
locked
he's
down. No go. No fly zone.
Next possession, Langford, 6-yard touchdown. He had 7 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown. Added 73 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Impressive day.
Look at Willie Young.
Spartan.
Big
Yeah,
Willie Young.
Picking off Nick Foles.
Come on, Lone Willie Young.
Willie Young.
Don't let him pull your pants down, Willie Young.
7th round
Make that
pick of the
play.
Lions a few years ago. 2nd year now with the Bears, and has a big pick here to seal this one as the Bears going to win.
That's a
37-13.
great illustration of the type of season they're having. Not just the type of day, the type of season.
But how about
Rams
the
are
last
having.
couple of weeks now for the Bears, as they've improved to
Chargers.
4-5, and the Rams now falling below 500. Todd
They
Gurley.
keep playing this way. They can make this. I mean, Green Bay. All right, they can make this thing a little interesting as it goes down the stretch.
Well, the Packers have suffered their 3rd loss of the season, 3rd in a row. And look at the Bears, the only team yet to really hold Todd Gurley in check on a full workload. Just 12 carries, though, 45 yards and a touchdown.
That's John Fox, by the way,
Yeah.
because I don't know how many Bears defenders would start for the Rams. Not many.
Cam Newton and the 10-0 Carolina Panthers. All right,
Didn't see that one coming.
I did not. Absolutely did not, especially with Kelvin Benjamin going down. Has not caught a pass for that team this year, by the way. All right, here we go. Ravens, Rams. No Nick Foles. And now for the Ravens, no more Justin Forsett. Aaron Donald gets penetration, tackles Forsett, broken arm, air cast coming off. That is a bad look for this Ravens team. So they're down another playmaker. Here's Case Keenum. No score going up. It's a pop. Nope. Not going to get it done, but we do get a flag. Jimmy Smith. He's having a rough year.
Yeah, we've seen that earlier. It kind of started off with him that Oakland game earlier in the year. Amari Cooper got after him, and he struggled throughout the season.
All right, fourth quarter. Rams ball.
Yeah, big fumble back early today.
13-3. Gurley did have a touchdown on the day, but coughs this one up. Recovered by Courtney Upshaw. That was the third fumble of the day for the Rams as a team. Next Ravens possession off the fumble. Flacco to Kamar Aiken, who is your number one receiver there in Baltimore.
Yeah, it's a consult your roster situation
right.
in Baltimore right now when you watch their games.
Ravens now within a field goal, down 13-10. Next Ravens possession. Flacco to Crockett Gilmore. And you're seeing some of the final plays from Joe Flacco this season. Spoiler alert.
Some of the big plays we saw them give up against the Bears last week. We saw it late in the fourth quarter today.
Crockett Gilmore in the receiving end there for 46 yards. Ravens would settle for a field goal. We're tied at 13. Here's Case Keenum. Under 3 minutes to play. A little throwback there. Benny Cunningham who breaks a tackle. Look at Benny. Go for 20 and a first down.
He jumped. He literally jumped through a tackle
He
right
did.
there.
Sounds like a ring of fire. Jumped right through it. 4 plays later, 4th and 5. Greg Zuerlein on for a 52-yard attempt to put the Rams up.
All you have to do is make the field goals. I mean, field goal kickers are going to be, that's going to be a premium price coming up here shortly.
We are now tied at 13. How soon before another team pulls and Al Davison takes a kicker in the first round?
It's going to happen.
Chris Givens makes the catch there for Flacco, gain of 20. Former Ram right there, setting up Justin Tucker from 51 to put the Ravens up by...
He didn't want to do it either. On a day where they were honoring Ed Reed, bringing him out on the field, he didn't want to end the game right there either.
All right, so both kickers missed one. We're still tied at 13.
This is a key play of the whole game right here.
Case Keenum, watch as he gets sacked, goes to the ground, grabs his head, and kind of has the limp arm as he's getting up. His head bounced off the turf.
Oh, it was hard. And Nick Foles saw it. He immediately popped his beanie off and started warming up. You see the quarterback grab your helmet like this. I thought for sure he's going to be ushered off the field.
Oh, yeah. That was a bad hit.
But no, Keenum stays in the game. So it's 3rd and 5, under a minute to play. And that ball, Courtney Upshaw knocks that right out of his hand. Lawrence Guy there to recover.
Hard to say if that head injury had anything to do with it, but you'd assume at this point his health is more important than anything.
Keenum was, in fact, diagnosed with a concussion after the game.
Yeah, makes sense. Greg Robinson, though, was a horrendous pass set.
And right now, guys, you're going to see Joe Flacco get rolled up on here. You saw him limping around, and he knows something's wrong. And, in fact, it was. On that play right there, Joe Flacco tore his ACL. That's said by John Harbaugh after the game.
I do believe his MCL was involved as well.
Yeah, they're waiting the MRI results on Monday to see just how bad the ACL injury is. But it is a win for the Ravens.
And it is a loss of a year for the Rams. I mean, could you imagine the roster that they came into with this season, that they would be at 4 wins?
Well, where they go next, LeVar?
Yeah.
They got to go play the Bengals.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco, torn ACL, 2 interceptions in this game. It will be his final of the year. It is a Ravens win. They're now 3-7. But, boy, how costly this one. You lose Justin Forsett with the broken arm, and you lose Flacco with the torn ACL. Doesn't get much worse than that.
I was about to say,
this
is not for the faint of heart in Baltimore. You're going to earn your keep this year.
That led to a field goal. Steelers on top 3-0 right now as we take you to Cincinnati. Rams and Bengals. Bengals back home after losing 2 straight. A little Tyler Eifert dump off here.
Pursuit
Goes
angles
for
and
15.
tackling for the St. Louis Rams over the last month has been terrible.
They have to be in the conversation of most disappointing teams.
Well, and this is
in
a
the
team
NFL this
that
year.
had to hang their hat on defense, too, right?
Absolutely. And as you can see,
they're
their
not doing
defense is. Yeah, right. There you go.
A.J. Green.
Yeah, it's a breakdown in communication here. You have 3 guys on 1 guy, and go figure. You dropped coverage on A.J. Green.
They had a really high opinion of Mohamed Sanu, apparently, on that play.
Apparently.
For the coverage. All right, so how about get Tavon Austin in the ballgame for the Rams offense, right?
Why not? That's who you need to get involved in your
60
offense.
yards.
Electric.
Inside the
Electrifying
20.
run.
2 plays later, 2nd and 2. Well, it seems to be the only way they can get some offense right now. Just give it to Tavon Austin again.
Don't make it complicated, DJ.
I'm betting ready to see Tavon Austin line up in some Wildcat here for this Rams offense.
Why not?
Might be their best option at quarterback. 4-play, 80-yard drive, ended in the end zone, 10-7 Bengals. Next Bengals possession.
Oh, we have a sighting.
12 yards.
He's been on milk cartons around Cincinnati.
Hey, went for 86 today on the ground. And then Tyler Eifert. Nobody has more touchdowns in the NFL right now than number 85 for the Cincinnati Bengals.
How about
His
that?
12th of the year.
Quarterback's best friend. Look at Andy Dalton, a full field read here. This is what I like to see from a young quarterback.
One of the linebackers sets down way too quickly. He's got to carry that a little bit more. And I don't know what the safety is doing. I'm not completely sure what the safety is.
He's under the spell of the redheaded quarterback.
Is that what it is?
Or maybe he was making a career decision by not going after Eifert.
Eifert, 12 TD passes. By comparison, Rob Gronkowski, 8 tight end position right now. And then let's get, all right, Nick Foles going to find Kenny Britt. I'll go for a first down.
You know, you would think that Kenny Britt would be a bigger piece in the puzzle of this whole St. Louis offense thing.
Yeah, and it just really goes downhill from here for the Rams. Foles picked off by Reggie Nelson. 6 picks for Nelson on the year. That leads the league.
LeVar, Paul Abdul, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Remember that, Jam?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of like the St. Louis offense.
Maybe 3 steps back.
Yeah.
Little remix.
Yeah, little remix.
All right, so here comes Andy's second half action. Dump off to Gio Bernard. And look at Gio go. Woo. Turns on the Jets. He goes for 45 and fumbles. But hey,
they got it.
He's not just a touchdown leader.
All right, when you got a good football team, everybody pursues the football on both sides.
Eifert recovers, although shaken up a little bit on the play. 2 plays later, Dalton back to Green.
That's straight.
Touchdown.
You know, AJ needed this game.
He did.
He's needed this game. He's had kind of
a slow year.
Kind of a slow year.
He's had 2 big games so far, but for the most part, not quite what you would expect. But he finds gets right in behind
small
that
window. Give Andy Dalton a lot of credit for being able to deliver it there.
Bengals up 24-7, 14 unanswered points.
Nick Foles. What exactly are you thinking on this play? I'll tell you. I'd rather be on the sideline holding a clipboard and getting paid to be a backup rather than be a starter.
Leon
I'm throwing my
Hall.
job away. Wow. That's
Pick
what that says.
6. Bengals up 31-7. Fourth quarter now. Foles.
Hey, Nick, what are you thinking here? I'll tell you. I'd rather be on the sideline with my hat and a pair of headphones on with a clipboard, making hand signals to the starting quarterback because I don't want to be that guy for this team.
You know what's weird though, Red, is you've got Nick Foles and Chip Kelly together, not bad.
Yeah, apart.
No good for either one.
Yeah, seeming less and less likely
Maybe they're
that
going to
Nick
meet on a
Foles
golf course somewhere pretty soon.
gets that roster bonus from the Rams next season.
Benny Cunningham on 3rd and 11. Case Keenum with time. Floats one open. Catch made. With Keenum lining up as a receiver, Todd Gurley takes the snap, gives to Tavon Austin. He spins out of a tackle and brought down around the 48-yard line. On first down from the Lions 15. Stafford has to unload it to Bell, and there's a lot of blockers in front, and he's going to get a first down up near the 32-yard line. Stafford to throw, and it's intercepted. The Rams with a takeaway. Tremaine Johnson, and he's going to score. Touchdown Rams. Riddick outside, and Theo Riddick with his best run of this season. Gain of 14 on the completion, and Keenum hit as he throws, and sideline catch. Darius Slay made the interception. Bell has a big hole to get through, and Joik Bell with a first down.
See if he goes somewhere else with his football.
He does go the other way. Catch made. Golden Tate. Touchdown Lions. Todd Gurley gets through, and Gurley is going to add to his 30-plus run advantage as he gets down near the 10. Todd Gurley, can he turn the corner toward the end zone? Touchdown! The situation in Houston, playing with injured players late in the game, and that's one of the reasons they wanted him back here. As Todd Gurley is loose again. There goes Gurley down to the 40. 2nd and 1. Gurley with the first down, and Todd Gurley in for the touchdown. Stafford end zone. Golden Tate with a touchdown for the Lions. Todd Gurley. If he breaks this, it's good night Detroit. They bring him down inside the 33-yard line, and he stays in bounds wisely as the Lions will have to use another timeout. The Rams and Todd Gurley put an end to a 5-game offensive drought, a 5-game losing streak, and the Rams knock off the Detroit Lions.
A fun one from the beginning. Tavon Austin and Kenny Britt coming out, holding up 1 and 2 in honor of teammate Stedman Bailey.
Yeah.
They talked to him via FaceTime before the game.
Is that
Jameis
Kevin Hart?
Winston talking to Kevin Hart.
Scared
him a little
Kevin Hart.
bit. Cube said it's okay.
He's an angry elf.
Marshall Faulk, Kurt Warner, the former Rams, honored at halftime of this game. Case Keenum looking a little bit like Kurt Warner, getting it out to Todd Gurley, who looked a whole lot like Marshall Faulk here.
I mean, you don't want to get in front of that train.
Willie said he was out of bounds. I corrected him first.
Really? Okay.
Really?
Second
and 9
plays later, keep
Watch
your
number 11.
eyes on Tavon Austin. He did some work tonight.
Yeah, Kenny Britt, great block. You see the other lead blockers, Willie, and then he does the rest.
Explosive player. That's a good creative way to get him the ball and let him make plays in space.
Ooh, well, he's making them shifty hips, quick feet, fast feet. Finish the play of the end zone.
They have finally figured out how to get him the ball in St. Louis. A couple of possessions later, Kenny Britt up the left sideline.
Is that
Kenny
Case
Britt
Keenum? Yes,
going
that's
the distance.
Case.
Wow, that was a great throw.
A 60-yard chunk right there. Listen, these are the type of plays that this offense has been lacking. You talk about getting 11 active in that offense, Dan. Kenny Britt, they've needed more out of him like that this year.
Giving it to his daughter Ava in the crowd. Rams
Ava.
up 14-3. You like that, don't you?
Yep.
Keenum to Jared Cook for a 17-yard gain. The Rams now in Bucs territory in the second. 5 plays later, Gurley in for the touchdown on 3rd and 1, and the Rams up 21-3 and rolling.
Willie, you like that extension
right
by
there.
30, huh?
Yeah, I like the way he powered a couple guys and then extended for the play. We didn't see that a little bit later.
It was
Tampa
close.
Bay.
It was close.
Yeah,
a
it was
little bit
close, but
later.
he didn't extend enough. That's how you get in the end zone.
How about this guy right here, Willie?
Aaron Donald's the beast all night, getting a lot of penetration on that play. You see the tackle for loss right here. Just a headache for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers all night long in the run game and in the pass game. These guys couldn't block him. That's just him ripping inside, coming off the block, making plays.
Donald
99 was busy.
5 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. We move on to the third quarter. Rams up 21-6 at this point. Tavon Austin doing it again, and look at the burst.
And he's quick.
Yeah, and listen, team offense. You saw a lot of yellow jerseys. Hard to miss those yellow jerseys. Hats, hands in the right place. A lot of good blocking. Big explosive play again.
Now, Jameis Winston threw for a lot of yards, but he did not start well. Missed a ton of key throws in this one and had a few overthrows as well.
Well, early, I think you could put it on him, but we'll talk in a few minutes how later in the game I felt like it was his offensive counterparts that let him down.
Well, Bucks kicking off that 28-13. Benny Cunningham finding some room, and he
look at all those yellow jerseys.
He must have run 185 yards.
Great blocking down the field, man. He just made the right cuts at the right time, but he couldn't got to the 2-yard line, Dan.
He ran about 160 yards. You would down to the 2, Dan.
He got credit for 102. Look at Jameis.
Okay.
He is fired
all
up,
right,
trying
get
to get
everybody
this team
going. Get them going. But don't get them going like this.
But don't see ghosts.
Come on.
Young quarterback mistake. Honestly, it's an all quarterback mistake. And we see guys just not see defenders. Again, Jameis wants that one back. But he'll bounce back, Willie. He'll bounce back.
So in St. Louis, they win in what could be their home finale. 31-23 is the final. Jameis Winston, a season-high 363 passing yards.
Seattle with a 5-game winning streak taking on St. Louis. Doug Baldwin iffy with a hammy, but he's ready to go and all fired up.
Dougie B, I'm with you, baby.
Until they see this. Will Chukwuafu with the fumble. Akeem Harris says, get out my way. To a few of them.
What a gimme play right there.
That don't even look real.
Mr. Ayers.
You saw everybody was falling down.
Right,
Man,
right.
That looked like a commercial.
Then Case Keenum.
1, 2, 3, action.
Beating the Shermanator. No good
yeah.
on the PAT, but the Rams are up 16-zip in Seattle.
Richard, you're still great. Every once in a while, you just take a play off. Not always, and they get you. Now he's mad.
Come on, what was the last
That's a
time
great
you were
word.
beat?
They feel
No,
good
but that's
about
a great
Case
player.
Keenum.
That's a great player, but that's what happens.
Then Russell. Doug Baldwin.
Look at all that time. Look at all that time.
That's a gain of 28.
You got to make a defense play when they do
On
that much.
3rd and 31. So Pete Carroll's like, we're down 16-3. We got to go for it on 4th and 3.
Why not?
And Wilson hits. Cooper Helfet. He's in the red zone. The Seahawks are in business. Now, we remember the law firm of Wilson to Baldwin, 10 touchdown passes in their last 4 games. That's a record.
They've been on fire.
Yeah, Favre and Sterling Sharp.
Sterling.
At 11 and 5 games. So
Sterling was a grown.
here's Wilson to Baldwin. 14th TD catch this year, breaking Daryl Turner's Seahawks record. Remember him back in 1985?
Hey, that man.
On to the 4th. 3rd and 1. Benny Cunningham. Oh, no. That's loose. The Seahawks recover. Earl Thomas on. Oh, wait a second. The officials changed their ruling and say Tim Barnes clearly got it.
Tim Barnes was out there hustling.
Yep.
Barnes had it.
And Pete Carroll's like, no, that's not right.
Hey, Prime, you thought Tim Barnes was hustling? Tim Barnes was hustling.
2 plays later, Todd Gurley.
This is a great play right here.
Oh, he lost it.
It's a great
But
play.
you know what?
But look who's.
When you said Tim Barnes was hustling,
He sure was there.
we said Tim Barnes was hustling.
Every day he hustling. Every
And then
day.
it leads to Gurley.
The spinning wheel still
The
spinning.
second Rams rookie with 1,000 yards and at least 10 touchdowns.
All linemen pay
The
attention.
other one was Eric
You
Dickerson.
cannot recover that ball unless you're hustling, getting downfield.
All right, Seahawks with less than 3 to go. Wilson's going to run it, going to get the first down. He's going to get what? He loses
That's
it.
a fumble.
That's a nice hit.
That's a
Now,
fumble.
the refs say he was down, but
said
look
he
at
was
it
down.
again. Jeff Fisher challenged it,
That's a
and
nice
indeed
hit
they
there.
overturned it. And St. Louis wins in Seattle for the first time since 2004.
Case Keenum on first down. Off the play fake. He fakes it to Austin, looking for it all, middle of the field, looking for Kenny Britt, and he's got it! July 12th and 13th is when the owners' meetings take place. Here's Gabbert on second down, and Bolden gets position, and he's going to walk into the end zone.
Really well last week, had a great burst, and you saw another example of that right there.
Well, getting another chance here. He's got some daylight inside Rams territory. There's nobody in the neighborhood, and he's down to the 10-yard line. Got 2 minutes to play first half. On first down, Gabbert trying to set up his screen, and it's intercepted off the deflection. Eugene Sims rumbling to the outside. Can he get it to the end zone? No, he stopped inside the 5.
Wreaking havoc all day long.
Second and goal. Here's Trey Mason. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to keep it himself into the end zone. He fumbled the ball, but it's a touchdown, St. Louis. We mentioned that Zuerlein in his career is a 61-yard field goal. 61 is the 4th longest in NFL history. They decide to run and give it to Cunningham, and Cunningham inside Niners territory. And he's out of bounds inside the 30-yard line at the 26. A fantastic defensive lineman out for the year. Gabbert taking a shot, just what you wanted, Adam. And here's Ellington, who makes the reception inside the 40. He cuts back with a flag in the shadows, and he's down to the 26-yard line.
They can come at you in a lot of different ways.
Gabbert facing a third down and 10. He finally connects with Torrey Smith for a first down inside Rams territory.
Want to go into overtime, Tom, just a hunch.
Gabbert is hit in the backfield. He tries to throw, and his pass is caught. Bolden's got it. What a play. Gabbert was wrapped up. He was going down, and he just butterflied it out toward Anquan Bolden for a first down and more. Gabbert throws to McDonald out of the backfield. He's got a first down and more. Beautiful hurdle up toward midfield. All right, guys, here we have Greg Zuerlein attempting a 48-yard game-winning field goal. Ecker is the holder. Good snap, and it's deflected. It's picked up by the Niners. Dante Johnson deflected it, and it was picked up by Jimmy Ward, and the game will continue. Gabbert has to take care of the football here. Quick toss to the outside. Pass is complete to Patton, and Patton is inside the 30. Breaks a tackle inside the 25. He's inside the 10. Down to the 5-yard line. Now they're well within field goal range. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, end over end, and the San Francisco 49ers have defeated the St. Louis Rams 19-16 in overtime.